We're about to turn onto Belmont Avenue, and it's on Belmont that we're going to stop at Christ the King, which is the church where my wife and I got married.
From the Texaco star on my papa's shirt, I believe in the Lord above, 'cause my sweet mama took me to
And I love that church for so many reasons. Not only did we get married there, I proposed there, but also it's across the street from Martin's Barbecue, and next door to Martin's, just across the street from the church, is Sound Emporium Studios. Sound Emporium Studios, a place I've been many, many times to make records for myself and make records for other people. But leading up to the Sugarcane EP, I booked a demo session at Sound Emporium. And it was this demos that we made at Sound Emporium that helped get the ball rolling at Warner for us to get the green light, so to speak, the thumbs up, so to speak, to make the Sugarcane EP. So the first time I recorded This Through This Town with a band, before I recorded it with Jay, was across the street from Christ the King at Sound Emporium. So it's a little corner in Nashville that holds a lot of history for me and my personal story here in country music. So behind me here is Christ the King. It's where Kristen and I got married. But before we got married, I parked right here on the street, and Kristen and I met. We were about to go into Mass. She didn't know this, but I had a ring in my pocket, a diamond ring. And we took a little walk around the church, and just on the other side of that front door is a beautiful courtyard that Kristen loves. And it was in that courtyard where I got down on one knee and asked her to marry me. She said yes, and now we're married. And when I sing Believe in Love, I think about the day that I stood at that altar and said my wedding vows.
make me believe in love.
Welcome to Riverside Revival here on Riverside Drive in East Nashville, one of the main thoroughfares for us East Nashvillians. This place opened up as an event venue mid-pandemic, and it's where we shot the photo shoot. A lot of the photos for my Sugarcane EP, the cover for Sugarcane EP, was shot just inside here, along with some other looks that we got from this location that day working with Jason Myers. And then this is where we shot the music video for Believe in Love. There's a big room just inside of here, kind of like an old church space, and we set up these different scenes that I would walk through, and we shot the music video all in one take. But early on in the video, I walk out of this door, and the camera follows me, and it's kind of raining, and I grab an umbrella, and I kind of walk through here and do the thing, and walk back in through that door into a magic memory tunnel. And we had a whole lot of fun shooting it. We shot it kind of late at night one night, and it was just a couple weeks before our son Gabriel was born. And we found out late in the situation of shooting the video too, because there were a couple scenes where I used a guitar, and two in particular were really close together, and the only way to get the guitar back to me and keep it off camera was for the crew to run it the long way around. And so we couldn't shoot the video with one guitar, and we only had like an hour to go, and it was coming up on midnight. My sweet wife, who was 9 months pregnant, drove over and delivered a second guitar for me and saved the day. And we got to shoot the video for Believe in Love. And I'll always, when I drive past here, remember that night and remember the day of the photo shoot, getting the cover for the Sugarcane EP. But not a place you can necessarily come in and visit if you're coming in as a tourist to Nashville, but you can certainly drive by. And Mitchell Deli is right around the corner. They have great sandwiches. I highly recommend them. Not a taco, but worth it. Anyway, it's Riverside Revival. All right, y'all, next up on the tour, an East Side gem. This is Mickey's Tavern, where my wife Kristen and I had our first date. We go every year on our first date anniversary and get Shiner Box, because that's what we drank. And we no longer sit at the Pac-Man table, which is where we sat on that first date, but it's only because we bought the Pac-Man table as a Christmas gift to ourselves. And if you're listening to these new tunes and you come upon the second verse of my song, Hang On to That, I talk about, there she was at the Pac-Man table. Mickey's on the east side. That's what this is all about, Mickey's. Oh, I love this place. They have one of the best jukeboxes in town. They got a great foosball table. They got darts. Actually, that first date, that was the first and last time I ever beat Kristen at anything, but I won at darts by sheer luck. But Mickey's is great. Killer dive bar. As the sign says, this is it. This is Mickey's Tavern on Gallatin Road in East Nashville. So one fateful night I walked through this door, sat down at a Pac-Man table, and had the last first date of my life. And now my wife and I own that Pac-Man table. We got that table as a Christmas gift to one another. And it lives forever. That night, that first date lives forever in the song Hang On To That. When you listen to verse 2, there she was at the Pac-Man table. Mickey's on the east side. This is Mickey's on the east side. Let's go see what's inside. Come on in, the water's fine. Here we go.
You make me believe in love.
So the Pac-Man table used to be right here. And this is one of the best jukeboxes in all of Nashville. And then I'll show you where I beat Kristen at darts. Here we go. Y'all know how it is, first dates, they can be awkward. I was so nervous. But I beat her at darts. Haven't since. Anyway, good stuff. All right, so that was Mickey's.
I believe that raising babies is the most important thing we'll do. When I'm 83 and gray, I'll still be crazy over you. I believe that the story we give this world lives on long after us. And you make me believe in love.